Hey yo, what is up? If you've been keeping up with the news, you will know that update 1.18.1 will be upon us real soon. And today we're going to cover the 4 new things that are going to drop with the new update that is coming up. So let's get straight to it real quick. The first piece of news is there's going to be 6 cents for everyone. Free 6 cents. How is it going to work? Basically, it's going to be automatically upgraded to your crew. All your commanders are going to have 6 cents if they didn't have 6 cents already. If you had 6 cents before, it will be bumped up. So it used to be here, and then it's going to be bumped up to where your major qualifications are. You're going to see your commander have 6 cents there. Whether you had crew without 6 cents or with 6 cents, you're just going to automatically, commander is just going to automatically have 6 cents. So what's going to happen is all your crew skills are going to shift left. They're going to move left. So look at it this way. Before 6 cents, our commander or Captain Udo Brett here, he used to have partially trained camouflage. So now with the free 6 cents, it's moved left, and you will have 1 extra slot here for you to retrain a skill or perk of your choice to let's say it used to be 58%, so now the new skill will be 58%, whatever new skill you choose to have. And now in case your crew was a 0 skill crew, like one of those female commanders that came with 6 cents as a 0 perk, now that the 6 cents has become universal and all commanders gonna have it, you're going to have an empty 0 perks, and you are going to be able to pick a skill to put into your 0 perks. Now pick this carefully, because the 0 perks is not changeable after you have selected the skill. So for instance, most 0 perks are going to be 6 cents or brothers in arms, something useful that your commander, just in case your commander you want to retrain this commander from a heavy tank into a light tank, make sure that the skill that you pick for 0 perks is going to be useful for future use as well. So a good skill to pick is something like brothers in arms, because you're gonna need it for whatever tank you are driving. So a 0 perks 0 skill crew, you're going to have an empty slot for 0 perks, but make sure you pick the right skill, because once you pick that, that's going to be locked in. Even when you reset your skills again, all the skills are going to be reset except the 0 perks. So pick that carefully. Yeah, so this was the commander just now from the first visual. This commander basically with the new free 6 cents, you're gonna have 1 empty slot here. So whatever was left, let's say it used to be 50% camouflage, now that camouflage has moved left in the in that visual thing, and now it's 100%. So you're gonna be left with a blank skill that you can pick, that's going to be trained up to 58%. So that's the first news, free 6 cents for everyone. The next piece of news is going to be a new mode called the Onslaught mode. Now the Onslaught mode is 7v7, much like, it's going to work a lot like a 7v7 on encounter mode, and the way the progression works and the way you earn your ranks and stuff like that, it's going to work a lot like the ranked battles. It's basically a new ranked battle, that's what I want to say. Now I don't have a lot of positive things to say about this game mode, so we're going to talk about the camouflage or the reward, the camo reward ranking that's going to be included into this mode. And now basically there's going to be 7 new camos added into the Onslaught mode, which marks your progression. And it starts off with this one, basically the rookie mode. In the rookie mode, everybody's going to get this. I think when you log into 1.18.1 Onslaught game mode, immediately they'll give you this one. It's going to be like everybody's going to get this 3D this 2D style. It's going to be, everybody's going to have this one. And then the next one is called the Iron Rookie, which I think is also everybody's going to have it. I think you play maybe 1 game or 2 games, immediately you're going to have this skin, 2D style. As you can see from the Iron Rookie, from the first level 1 to level 2, there's not much difference. You can't really tell the difference between the first two skins or first 2 styles. I believe everyone's going to get it. One for logging in and one for completing a simple task like 1 game or 3 games or something like that. And then you start getting into the bronze, silver, gold levels, which is the next one. This is bronze, but they call it brown camo. We'll go through the Iron Rookie first. I'm going to show you. This is the level 2 camo, or the rank, when you reach level 2, and then you get into the brown camo, which is essentially bronze level. And bronze level, it looks kind of cool. I think it's pretty good looking. And then this is the silver camo, which is another rank up. So as you progress, get better, earn more points, then you will be basically in silver rank. And this is what sets you apart from the rest. It means you're better than the bronze, you're better than the noobs that don't play this game mode. And then next one is the gold. Now this one is particularly nice looking. Gold sets it apart. Gold is a very special color in World of Tanks because it is not common at all. Gold color. You see it in the Type 59 gold skin. You see it in one of the old Christmas skins for the Chinese boxes. You had the swirl and the gold, a little bit of gold. So gold is very difficult color to get. If you do rank yourself up to gold, count yourself lucky. This is going to be a special camo. It's going to set you apart. Maybe people are going to be jealous for you. And then after the gold camo, there is another level after the gold camo, which looks almost like the gold camo. It is called the Master Camo. This is level 6 Master Camo. This is level 5 gold camo. Not much difference. It's a little bit darker. The Master Camo, you're basically the American Express black card. This is basically it. Or platinum card. It sets you apart, makes you a little bit better than the gold, but you still get the same elements of gold. To be honest with you, I prefer the gold one because there is more gold in the level 5 gold camo. The level 6, it seems like you get less gold and more darker color. Let's go for it. Yeah, here. This is the level 6 Master Camo. This is the level 5 gold camo. If you ask my opinion, I prefer the gold camo. I don't know why this should be a higher level than the gold camo. It has less gold in it. But yeah, nowadays, in my opinion, World of Tanks 2D skins, 3D styles are not that special anymore because there's just so many out there. Nobody knows the provenance, nobody knows the significance. Only like maybe 1%, 2% of players actually play, competitive games and competitive game modes. Only those people know what level you are or how good player you are when you are rocking the level 1 or the gold camo or the highest achievement 2D style. Nobody knows it, to be honest with you, because the rest of the population don't really play competitive game modes, but this is the level 6 master camo, and then there's one more, the last one. This is the legendary camo, the best of the best, the cream of the cream. The 0.01% will get this camo, and it is going to be kind of special because very few people will have it. You have to be super dedicated into the Onslaught mode. Not only that, you have to be winning a lot, and you have to be you know, owning all your opponents, and in order to get this highest level camo. But once again, the significance of this camo is just going to be acknowledged by 0.01% of the player base, the 1% of player base that actually play competitive mode, and then another 1% of the player base that actually play competitive mode Onslaught. So you know what I mean? These 2D styles used to be very valuable and used to be very special. I feel it is kind of diluted nowadays because there's just so many of them, but that's just my opinion. So there you go. The second piece of news was that Onslaught mode. The third piece of news is new personal reserves. New personal reserves means the old personal reserves where you have 4 hours of boosters or 2 hours of boosters, those will be gone. They will all be converted to 1 hour boosters. They're going to be available in your interface, right in your front page, right in your garage. You will be able to click on it. In fact, you will be able to activate your personal boosters while you are in game. So that's one of the new things that they are going to implement in 1.18.1. and the last bit of news I have for you is some map changes. For instance, in Malinovka, you're gonna see some changes. This is the old part of Malinovka, you know, where you're on the right side of the map and you're climbing up the hill. This is what the left side looks like. This is what they propose to change. In fact, they've already decided that they're going to change it. So this is what's going to happen. This is Malinovka, and we are in Malinovka again, but this time we are in the cap circle on the left side, or the north spawn. The old version, there was a dip in the cap circle where you can basically hull down and, you know, be kind of safe. In the new version, it's going to be higher ground and basically easier for defenders from up the hill to reset the base. If you're trying to cap, if you're trying to stealth cap, if you're trying to hull down cap, it's going to be more difficult for you to cap because they can snipe you from the hill. But from the jungle, it's going to be more difficult to reset the base because that's where they put the houses. The houses used to be here, now the houses are going to be on this side. So from the jungle, it's going to be a bit more difficult for them to reset you. Let's move on. And this is the cap circle from the south side. And what's changed is there used to be 2 bushes, now it's going to be 1 bush. So instead of 2 bushes, they're going to leave you 1 bush. So you know where the EBR is going to be and where you're going to reset. That's the old version. This is the new version, only 1 bush there. Next, this is this is Sand River, and Sand River up north, where it used to look like this. You know, the medium tanks or heavy tanks want to cross this side, and you know, you can farm them while they are crossing over here. Now they're going to add some rocks here, some terrain. You can drive behind safely and not be farmed by people picking the hump over here, and you know, easier for you to cross if you're a slow heavy tank or a tank destroyer. So that is Sand River North. And this is the base on the east side of the map. This is where it used to be. This is where the artillery or heavy tanks will hull down to defend the base, and it is very difficult to dig this guy out. If you're inside here, it's difficult to get them. If you're in this hull down position in a chieftain, nobody can get you. They need to come around the long way from this side and then approach you from this side. By then, you would have lost a lot of HP trying to get to that chieftain. There's going to be a little road here now for you to access and quicker to engage the tanks that are, hiding here and, trying to camp and farm you while you are approaching. So this is a good part of, this is a good thing that they're changing about the map. Let's move on. This is the middle of the map in the dry riverbed. This is what it used to look like, and this is what they've made that ramp a little bit wider. I don't know what is the significance and how much change it's going to make. I think this means the guys from the base is going to be easier for them to snipe you, because here you used to have a little bit quite good protection. Maybe now it's a little bit more open fight unless you can get behind this rock here. These guys over here, more difficult to snipe you if you're hiding over here. That's my opinion. Anyway, that is the changes in Sand River. And here is an aerial view again on that same position, the dry riverbed. This is... which part of the map is this? This is on the south. Sorry, this is on the east side of the map. East side of the spawn. The spawn is somewhere around here, and basically they have they have added more protection in terms of rocks here. So if you are pushing up this way, it's going to be more difficult for those TDs and those guys hull down in the base to snipe you down. So this is what it used to look like. Very open area here. A lot of people used to die here, and now they're adding more protection. Again, this map becoming a lot more corridors in a lot more places. You are going to be finding it difficult to get the early damage, to get light tanks and medium tanks. Basically, you're going to find it more difficult to get the early damage out, to get the stealth damage out. So those are the changes in Sand River. Again, Sand River. This is what it used to look like. This is you see the islands here, and now the new islands here. So basically more protection on both sides. This is Fisherman's Bay from the north side, I think. From the north side, if you're attacking down the city, they've moved the buildings around. This is what the buildings used to look like. This is a narrow corridor. Now they've made it a bigger corridor, more places for you to maneuver. You could use this building to shield yourself as you approach, and then perhaps side scrape on this building here. So they've moved that huge building out of the way and made it a wider space for you to drive across, I suppose. Again, this is from the view of that building. You can see that building, where that building used to be over here. Now they've moved it to over here. Sorry, this is what it used to be over here, very narrow. And this is the new, and more space for you to approach this side, and then perhaps side scrape here. You are going to be safe from the enemies here, while you can side scrape in this position, fighting those guys down the, I think if I'm not mistaken, the 8 and 9 line. 8 line, I think it is. Yeah, so this is what it used to look like. This is going to be what it's going to look like. Again, on Fisherman's Bay, the same position we were over here just now. Now these are the buildings. There's a little cubby hole that they've built here, so you can side scrape around here. So I suppose the enemy is going to side scrape here, you are going to side scrape here, and you're going to duke it out there. This is what it used to look like. This is what it's going to look like. Again, now we are looking from the north side, and yeah, so this is what it used to look like, and this is what it's going to look like. They moved this building here, and they made a little cubby hole over there, and that's the main changes there. They've also added the buildings here, some extension to that building there. This is what it used to look like, and now a little bit more protection here. So these guys sniping there and those guys sniping here are going to make it a little bit more challenging. So this is what it used to look like. This is what it's going to look like. And here again, we are in D6. This is about the from the middle of the map where you are shooting into the city, and this is what it used to look like. Nothing there. No, this is where we used to hull down. You had to be somewhere around here to hull down from those guys shooting at you here. You had to be somewhere around here. Now they're going to add buildings, so you can actually come to the building, side scrape here, perhaps even use this building and come a little bit closer, and maybe when no one's looking you can dash across to fight them over there. So interesting. And this is the other side, from the north side, where you use this. You used to use this bush to shoot those guys crossing over the other side, and this is what it's going to look like now. They've added 2 new buildings here, ruins, I would say, not real buildings. Yeah, so I suppose when they're pushing over here, you could use these buildings to hide. So that's the changes there on Fisherman's Bay. Again, Fisherman's Bay, some changes here. This is what it used to look like. Now they've removed this building here, so a little bit more open fighting down in the middle. Less buildings for you to side scrape off. Me equals you need more hull down tanks around here because there's no side scraping. There's less side scraping opportunities. More hull. You need to use terrain to hull down basically. So you need to hull down around here and around here before you can side scrape and use this building for a little bit of cover. The new map, not so much. And this is still some changes in Fisherman Bay. This is Himmelsdorf coming up the hill, and yep, now you can go this way instead of going straight up the hill. They've removed this wall and create a little cutout here, so you can, you know, come down here and duke it out a little bit. A little bit more options. Instead of all of you cramping up here 5-6 tanks, you can break up and split up and move around. So that is interesting. We'll see what happens. So those are the changes that is coming to the new 1.18.1. These are the updates, and yeah, hope you get prepared for it and get yourself geared up for 1.18.1, and 6 cents Onslaught boosters are going to be made easier, and some map changes. See you on the next video. Bye bye.